Hello, happy Wednesday afternoon. Hope you are having a good Wednesday. Flew by for me today. I am ready to sit down and plan my meals and show you how I do it. First, if this is your first time joining me for a meal planning session, I'll let you know how I break down the chore of meal planning. It can be quite overwhelming, so I break it down into 3 different steps. On Wednesdays, I plan the meals. On Thursdays, I write the grocery list. And then on Fridays, I actually do the grocery shopping. So instead of trying to do it all at one time and overwhelming myself, I break it down into 3 different days. So today is Wednesday, so let's go ahead and plan the meals. I'm going to share my screen with you. I like to start with the Time Nutrition meal plan, even though this one I should have actually updated. This is last week's menu, and I should have updated the containers because I moved some of my containers around because we had chicken parmesan on one night, and so that moved that blue, so I just swapped the blue and the orange out. So technically it wasn't really Time Nutrition anymore, it just became Ultimate Portion Fix. But I like to start with the Time Nutrition meal plan, and you can find the template in the What's Working Here resource library if you want to get the template. I follow Plan B, but I have templates in the resource library from A to, what does it go up to, F? So I have all the different templates in there, and then you can go in, they're just Word docs, so you can download them, and then if you need to move around containers or change the colors, you can do that. So the Time Nutrition meal plan, I just like that it groups the containers for you, so you kind of know what you're looking for, and then from there you can go through and adjust things as you need to if there's a certain fixate recipe you want to make or something like that to where you need to move the containers. So starting at the top, the first thing I like to do with my menu is I put in the days and the dates. I like to put the dates on there because once I get home from the grocery store, I'll look at like my fresh meats and fresh vegetables and things like that. And if the meats say, oh, this needs to be used by the 12th, but I don't have it on the schedule to eat until the 13th, then I know I need to swap that meal around and move that meal around. And it's easy to do once you have everything planned out. It makes swapping meals and making substitutions really easy once you have a base plan to work with. So I like to put in my dates and then any events. We do have our first day of school, which is going to be online on Tuesday. That kind of snuck up on me. I didn't realize we haven't gotten, usually I do a whole back to school bedtime routine where we start bumping up every 15 minutes for the first couple of weeks so that my son can get ready to go back to school and back into his regular bedtime routines. He'll be in middle school this year, so we've got kind of like a preteen thing going where he tries to stay up all night. So we probably need to do that. This weekend we'll probably start getting back into our school routine schedule. And then any other events, if you have practices, I know some parts of the country aren't having bad cases of the virus anymore, so things are starting to open back up. If you've got practices and things like that, make sure you add them to your meal plan so that you know that, oh, hey, Thursday nights we have soccer practice. I'm not going to be able to create a whole meal that takes an hour. I need something that's either like leftovers or slow cooker or something like that. So it's always good to make those notes on your meal plan. So I've put in the dates. The only event we have right now is back to school on the first day of school. And that doesn't really change my meals that much. All right, so starting at the beginning with meal 1, I start with my Shakeology every morning for breakfast. And if this is the real Time Nutrition plan, you would know that meal 1 is really this meal right here, the red, yellow, green. But Autumn says you can flip your Shakeology, your purple, red meal with that meal in the morning because when I wake up, I'm not a morning person, so I don't want to eat a full meal whenever I wake up. I just need something fast, so I make my shake, and then I do my morning routine while I drink my shake, and then I go do my workout. So Shakeology every day for breakfast. That takes care of one meal. The next thing that I do is, so for the snacks, you kind of have, I like to call it second breakfast. There's a second breakfast snack, and then there's an afternoon snack. So I like to pick 2 of those for the week and then just alternate them. So instead of picking 7 meal 2s and 7 meal 4s and running out of ideas, I just pick 2 for the week and then mix them up so I don't get bored because you still are having something different every day. So this week I've been doing the eggs with the breakfast potatoes, which are really good, but I'm kind of getting tired of eggs. So let's see if I have another idea that doesn't involve eggs. I'm not sure if I do for the breakfast. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Let's see. I can make, just off the top of my head. So I'm just looking through my cards. The meal planning cards that I have, I created to help me with my 80-day obsession meal planning. You can find them on the What's Working Here website. If you go to scroll down to the side, they're on the sidebar. But on the front, they have the meal idea and then the container counts. And then on the back, it has the ingredients. So it makes meal planning really easy. But I just remembered I can do, what do I call it? A breakfast sandwich. So I'll call it a sausage. Actually, I have some, now I keep thinking, I have some peppers. So let's do a sausage a breakfast sausage wrap. Let's call it that. A breakfast sausage wrap. So that simply, I haven't put up a recipe for it. It's a whole wheat tortilla. Actually, I have tortillas that are whole wheat and corn mixed together. They're really good. So it's a tortilla with some turkey breakfast sausage, and then I cut up some bell peppers, so that's my green, and then wrap it all up, and then I eat that. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of salsa on there as well, maybe a little sprinkle of cheese, not enough to count as a blue. So let's alternate that. So that's going to be on Sundays and on Tuesday and on Thursday and Saturday. Paste. Okay. So then for lunch, usually on Sundays, we either have like leftovers from what we had on Saturday, or I'll just leave it for like a salad or a sandwich. So I'll leave that there. The carrots and hummus with grapes was my afternoon snack. I don't know that I'm loving that one, so let's go to the cards and see what we got here. See if I can get a different idea. Maybe some cucumbers and hummus. That might be fun. Oh, I do have lots of tomatoes. Let's do a Caprice salad, because I have my cherry tomato plant has done really well in the garden. So I should probably use those up. So a Caprice salad, that's just tomatoes with mozzarella, some balsamic vinegar, and basil. And then to add a little bit more green, I'll probably add a little bit of spinach in there too. And then I'll have apples on the side for my purple. All right, so that is going to be my second afternoon snack. Did I not spell it right? I don't know if it knows how to spell it either. Okay, I'll fix that later. And I do have a recipe for that, so I'll link to that for you as well. I need to go back and actually fix the containers, so I'm just going to highlight these two rows, and I'll copy them and then paste them. Yay. Okay, so that's Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. Boom. Okay. Back up. So on Sunday, I need a meal. All right. What do I want? Okay. So I know some things that I want. So let's start there. So first day of school, we haven't had tacos in a while. My son loves tacos, so I will probably do tacos. And then on Wednesday, so whatever I have for dinner the night before becomes the next day's lunch. So I like to, after tacos, I like to turn it into a taco salad. And really I just take all the, like the lettuce and the tomatoes and the meat, put all of that onto a plate, and then crumble the taco shell, which would count as the yellow. All right, so I know I want to do that. And then for Wednesday, my husband mentioned something about shrimp. He's like, can you make the shrimp? I was like, what shrimp? So I think he wants the shrimp scampi, and we'll have that with some noodles And let's go green beans. And that needs to be fixed because that will be a red, yellow, green. Highlight. I'll fix that. Paste. And then we'll call it shrimp scampi with noodles for the yellow and then green beans for the green. And then that will also come down here. And we'll fix that. That will become lunch. Alright, so I'm working backwards, kind of knowing like the shrimp, I usually buy the frozen peeled into vein shrimp, so I can have the shrimp last. We'll do tacos on Tuesday. Monday we'll do the other favorite in here. I don't think it's not on the website yet, is the Mongolian beef. And then I do that with mixed veggies and brown rice. Oh, that needs a red, yellow, green as well. Copy. I'm gonna have to write it again. That's okay. Okay, Mongol beef, and that I make in the Instant Pot, and it's really good. And I've been meaning to put up a recipe for it, but I haven't yet. But I can link to a recipe that I do have. And let's see, mixed veggies and brown rice, which will become lunch on Tuesday. And my son loves that meal too. We call it, in our house, we call it the beef with the good gravy, or the meat with the good gravy. That's what we like to call it. Okay, so then I just need something for Sunday. So let's see, that's beef. I like to kind of mix it up and do like a beef, a chicken, a fish. So we have a beef, another, I've got 2 beefs in a row, so I need a chicken. Okay, what do I want to make? Let's do, there's so many good like crock pot recipes that I'd like to make, but it's still so hot here. So let's see what I can find. Chicken fajitas, that's good. That's pretty easy, and that would use some of my peppers. The chicken stuffed peppers from Fixate, those are really good too. I think I know what I'm going with. So the outside of the meal planning cards from the color combo meal cards, the outside tells you what the protein is. So the yellow stands for poultry, chicken, what have you. I will be glad when it cools off because I really love this ramen noodle soup, but it's too hot for that right now. Too darn hot. What's the BLT in here? Turkey. Just double check and make sure there's nothing better. Okay, nope, let's go chicken fajitas. We haven't had those in a while. And my husband can even grill them if he feels like it. Chicken fajitas. Okay, perfect. All right, we're done. I always like to see how long did that take us to make. Oh, we're not done. We're kind of done. Because we need to move these down. We haven't done the next day's things. Okay, so we went kind of out of order this time, but that's okay. So let's start from the top. We've got our Shakeology. We've got our first, second breakfast meal, salad or sandwich, our afternoon snack, and then dinner. And then, okay, so next morning meal, I have that as a BLT wrap. I've already got a sausage. I don't have an egg. Do I want to do an egg thing? Let's see. I could do it. I've already got one wrap. Let's see. I'm not sure. What do I want to do? What other ones have I enjoyed? I'll do the I'll do a spinach egg scramble. Scramble with toast. Okay, so now we're gonna copy that. And that'll be on Monday and Wednesday and Friday. All right. And then on Monday afternoon, we've got our fajitas for lunch. All right, I need to swap this out. These are missing. Oh, that's missing an orange container. Do any of them have the orange? Here we go. This one's right. Everybody else is wrong. Will it highlight just that for me? No. Highlight this. I want to just highlight this section. I'm gonna have to fix these. That's okay. Okay, let's fix our containers. I just realized our container counts are off. That one's correct. This one needs to be with an orange. So let's fix that. And write it again. Mongolian beef, mixed veggies, brown rice, and then we'll do sesame seeds as the orange. But then I do not need that there. And then this one is tacos, and then I usually do black olives for the orange. Sometimes the orange is easy for me to forget, but the orange is important. So you should always try to eat your orange container. Even if it's just, this one will probably end up being some sesame seeds. I did not want to open that. Okay. Paste. Scampi, noodles, green beans, and sesame seeds. Alright. None of these are right. Okay. Then that's leftovers on Thursdays. Okay, and then that one we usually eat out on Friday and Saturday. Okay, let's go back up and make sure I have all the other container colors right, because I think, yep, this needs a blue. So I'm just gonna click on this, right click it, then I can format it, and it will let me change the color. So that's how you can change the colors. And that one's already correct. Oh, but I didn't pick an afternoon snack. Let's go with, I think I was gonna choose cucumbers, hummus, and blueberries. All right, and then I can just copy that. So that's Monday, and then I'll paste it to Wednesday. And that will change the containers, yay. And Friday. All the other days. Containers are correct. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now we are done. So that wasn't too hard. So I took a little input. I kind of did some reverse engineering there with some of the meal plans, but I got it done. But I'll get this formatted. I'll link to the recipes that I do have for you, and you can find that. I usually post it on Friday morning, and if you're a What's Working Here subscriber, you can subscribe to my newsletter and get it sent right to your inbox so that you don't have to worry about looking for it. But hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you have any questions about meal planning, feel free to drop me a message and I'd be happy to help.